my story with comics and what made me start with my friend Jonathan and my dad, basically. First off, my dad has been like a comic reader for a long time, like me. Well, not too long, but when he was probably around my age, like he loved comics. Like he has got, like in the back you can see a few he got. And yeah, he basically has like, without his collection, I would probably not have been collecting and starting getting into it. Because basically with his comics, like when I was young, I would read, like I would look through all his comics, like flip through them, and like he would tell me not to tear them. So I'd like gently move the pages around like very softly and make sure that a tear was on there, which is kind of funny actually. And then my friend, he told me like, hey, Andrew, you should be into comics soon. Like you should start reading them. They're cool. They're fun. And I was like, okay, why not? I mean, I wasn't really into comics back in the day, but ever since I started reading my comics, like the Batman New 52 is the one I think I started on, if I am correct. Basically, that story was amazing. I loved it, and without that, my friend telling me about comics, I probably wouldn't even care for comics. I probably wouldn't even know about the lore of some of the stories, like Dark Knight Returns, Batman Year Zero, Batman Long Halloween, and Nightfall, etc. So yeah, that's my story of how I started with comics. My favorite superhero probably of all time is probably Batman. I've loved Batman since I was a little boy. Like I would go around with I would take a little blanket, and I used to watch the Adam West Batman series. I would go like, na 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 Batman, Batman. Well, in that time, I didn't really care for comics. I just loved Batman as a person. Like he was dark, he was brooding, he was tough, and it was basically someone I wanted to be, which is kind of impossible nowadays. But basically, but nowadays I still love Batman so much. I've got like probably tons of stories of Batman. And what makes me love Batman is that he kind of does the impossible that any man would do. He has no superpowers. He's kind of like let me say an example. Like there's a bunch of gray people, and there's like one colored person there, like say like orange or red. Like he's basically that colored person of red or orange because he stands out above the crowd, and whatever he does, like he's defeated tons of superheroes with everything. And the thing I love about Batman also is like how he knows everything about Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, basically the whole Justice League and his villains. And Batman also is a good person. Like he'll like help I wouldn't say that, but he helps people, like encourages people, and also inspires people to become to dress up as like people who visit hospitals, to visit children and make their days happy and everything. So that's why I love Batman. He's just an awesome guy, and I've loved him since I was a child. My favorite story of all time is most likely, actually, Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. And in this story, I'm just gonna give a small, spoiler-free. Basically, I'll try. It's basically about Batman. He is retired, and there's basically a group of gang that's going around terrorizing Gotham, and it's his time, and he needs to return, which Jim Gordon's asking, and he returns, and that's pretty much it. But the reason why I love it so much is just like it has politic views in it. Like I've noticed that before, and then the newest one, Master Race. Like it also with Trouble with the Blacks and everything. It includes that, which is insane. I love that they do that. Like our real world news, our troubles, and all that. And it includes kind of like Batman into that, and like what they think of Batman. Everything like what Fox News, NBC, Bill O'Reilly would say about Batman. Basically, it kind of says that if you think about it. But the reason why I love it, it just shows is one, the character design of Batman. Holy cow! Batman in this comic, when I first read it, I just loved it. Like how he looked. He was all bulky and menacing looking. He was huge, and that's probably my favorite look of Batman of all time. What inspired me to love comics, it was just basically, honestly, it's just kind of like an escape, like how people would read books or novels, like people like that. It's the same for me, and other comic book readers would probably agree with me. Like it kind of like it's kind of an escape from anything bad that's happening in your life, anything crummy at school or in life with your family or anything. It just brings you to this world, like when you get hooked onto a comic, like any comic, like Dark Knight Returns, Spider-Man, and etc. And this, like, it will make you think you're in this world, like you're witnessing what the characters have to go through, basically, like how Batman has to go through all the old ships in Dark Knight Returns and all that. Like, it reminds you of how like your life is, and then what they have to go through as well, in my opinion. And what also I love about comics that made me read them is just like the feel of the hero. Like you can just like escape into this new world of like just epicness and heroicness that you'll probably never ever see in this world ever. Which is kind of sad, honestly, but that's pretty much why I love comics and what made me start reading it, honestly.